How impressed or what changed running game was against Notre Dame that we haven't seen in the last couple of weeks?
Well, I think I'm really pleased. I think you see the confidence in Taylor and in the read game and what we were able to do. I thought you saw the first sparks of that in Utah. We were able to go against a really good rush defense and be able to run the football. And then obviously last week against a really talented big front. That was the thing that I was really proud of, is that when you face a big front, that's something in the past that has given us problems. And our guys were able to dominate the line of scrimmage. Credit to them, credit to Coach Grizz, what he's done in the offseason. And, we were able to really control the game and running the football. And it opened up some things down the field in the passing game. And he was able to create some explosive plays.
Is it just that simple, having Taylor back there?
No, I think it's a combination of everything. I think you're seeing some guys up front really continue to grow the cohesiveness that we have there. I think you're seeing some running backs. DJ Foster, he ran as hard as you probably ever see a back run there in the Notre Dame game. DeMario Richards. All these guys are stepping up, and we're able to roll 3 or 4 backs in a game is a great thing, because guys are staying fresh, and we're able to get enough fourth quarter. You're seeing those explosive runs there in the fourth quarter, which is great. And so and then obviously Taylor does bring a dynamic. And the defense is having to account for him, trying to keep him corralled. It definitely opens up things inside for the other guys.
What do you think the difference was in the offensive line? Because against Utah, Washington, Stanford, they gave up probably 4 or 5 sacks a game, and against Notre Dame, they pretty much kept Taylor clean.
Well, they just continuing to work on fundamentals, continue to work on our communication. We played some great defenses that know how to attack the quarterback, and it's a lot of things go into it. It's not everybody looks at a sack and they say, oh, that's an offensive line. That's not the case. It's there's a lot of different factors that go into to any time the quarterback's tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and really the one sack we had in the last game had nothing to do with the offensive line. So it's one of those things are for everybody outside. They look at that number and they put it on one group, but we know as an offense, as quarterback position, receivers, running backs, offensive line, everybody plays a big role in that, and so we've got to all do our part and make sure we keep the quarterback clean.
And in terms of run blocking, also the offensive line last couple of weeks is really taking it to a different level, because you really struggled with the run game for a few weeks there.
Well, they're doing a great job. They're continuing to work, continuing to get better. We're able to we've been able to hit some explosive runs, and that's something that helps make this offense go.
What was your reaction when you watched the film of Jalen's one-handed touchdown?
Pretty impressive. In all honesty, from my angle on the sideline, I didn't see it. I saw the reaction, I saw the ball placement, and I didn't know. I thought he just went up with 2 hands and caught it, and then I got to watch it on film, and I was like, oh, he made that look a little better than what I thought it was. But that was a great catch. It's one of those catches that I'm sure will be on a poster one day, or be up on the wall somewhere one day. But he does it all the time in practice, and that's something that it probably should shock us more. But he's a tremendous athlete with great ball skills, and I was happy to see him not only make the catch but get that foot down.
Physically, is there anything about him? Is it just, obviously his vertical plays into it, his hands, but is there anything that sticks out to you that puts him in a position to make catches like that?
Yeah, I think one of the things that is body control. Because a lot of the catches that he makes, his body is twisting and turning, but he's always able to keep a great control of where his eyes are tracking the football. He doesn't. Sometimes when guys jump up, everything kind of goes all over, but he really does a good job of controlling his body and being able to see the thing all the way in.
Is that just a God-given thing that someone's been able to?
I think he's got some God-given talents, but with anything that any talent somebody has, he's done a great job of continuing to grow that and continuing to work and develop that in practice.
I know Cam Smith was injured for the last few weeks, but to see him come back like he did against Notre Dame must be really pleasing to take that much pressure off Jalen.
Well, I think Cam can be the X factor in this offense. I think he's a guy that you see what happens when he can stretch the field, and we missed him on another. He had another opportunity that we could have had another big play, explosive play, but when he's able to stretch the field, it's hard to take 2 to Jalen. It's hard to take 2 and focus on DJ, and so I think he's a guy that can really be a big factor. And then you see guys like Gary Chambers, those guys continuing to step up and play big is huge for us.
Obviously, Oregon State is struggling this year. What What kind of differences do you see in their defense between 2013 and 14?
Yeah, they play hard. I mean, you look at their defense. They're not giving up a lot of yards. I mean, it's one of the better defenses, yards per game. They've given up probably a couple more points than they wanted to. But I mean, it's a defense that's very, very sound. I mean, I've got a tremendous amount of respect for their defensive coaching staff. They do a great job schematically. Their guys play hard. They play within the system. This is going to be a physical football game, no question about it. Every year we've ever played them, it's been close. It's been tight. The team that comes out and establishes the physicality, is able to control the game, is going to be the team that wins. And so, last time we went up there, they physically got after us. So we know the challenge that's going to be in front of us.
How long have you been working on that Brendan Landman play?
Yeah, I wish that would have worked out a little better, but that's a play that's part of the offense, and we thought we'd had an opportunity at it, and you just didn't quite execute it.
But that shows, I mean, how much trust you have in a true freshman to execute.
Oh yeah, most definitely. The guy number 9 made a tremendous play to get a hand on him. I'd like to see us pull it in, but the guy made a tremendous play, and I've got all the confidence in the world in Brendan.
Where do you think your offense can improve the most in these next few games?
I think we can continue to get better. We got to get better on third downs. Continue to execute there. Just the details. I mean, when you sit there and look, we did a great job in the red zone. I thought, we were, I think 5 of 6 scoring touchdowns. But the one drive that we didn't score a touchdown on, we had a missed opportunity on the touchdown catch, and then we had a read that could have done a better job on to get the ball in the end zone. And so that's something that we're going to continue to work on. The execution is always key. The tempo is key, and so I'm expecting for the offense to continue to get better.
Is that part of the lull that happened in the third quarter this week and last week, or some other factors?
I mean, it just comes down to just some things, simple execution. Some things those guys did a great job of making some plays, trying to adjust what they did to combat what we were doing, and so it comes down to the little things, and we can't turn the football over. We got to continue to execute on third downs. If we do that, we're going to be in great shape.
Thanks, Mike.